Okay, learning how to code Python with Minecraft. That's what this video is about, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. More in particular, I'm going to teach you how to set up your own Minecraft server that you can manipulate with Python, like Neo from the Matrix, like he does in the Matrix. He goes into the Matrix and he sees the green and black letters and then he changes stuff. Okay. Maybe I should stop making references to 20-year-old movies and actually get started. All right, first things first, you need Spigot. Spigot is a Minecraft server that you can install plugins into, which we're going to do because one of the plugins that we will install is a plugin that allows us to code Minecraft with Python or Python with Minecraft. I don't know, whichever way around, you can use Python to build stuff in Minecraft. That's what we're going to do. So go to the Spigot website. I am showing you the Spigot 1.16.1 version, which is just Minecraft 1.16.1, which you can download here. It will download a .jar file, and we're going to use that in a bit to play Minecraft off of. I'm using 1.16.1 for no particular reason other than that I know that this setup works with that version. Probably it also works with newer ones, but I haven't tested it yet, so use this one or use a newer one if you're feeling lucky, whatever. But don't go complaining to me about it if it doesn't work. Okay, so I'm assuming you're on a Windows PC right now, which means you have PowerShell. There are plenty of alternatives out there for non-Windows users, but if you're on a Mac or a Linux, then I'm going to assume that you probably have some affinity with these kinds of terminal programs and are able to write some command line stuff. And even if you're not, the commands themselves aren't that different from the ones that I'm going to use in PowerShell. So let's type PowerShell here and then clickety click, and we're going to go there. Okay, so now we're in PowerShell and I've started our PowerShell journey off on the C disk. That's my hard drive, C colon backslash, that's where we are. And we're going to move to the folder in which I put the server file. So we're going to go to Python with Minecraft, which is where I store everything. This is lesson one, and then enter. So what I did there to autocomplete the folder name is I typed tab after I typed the first few letters of the folder name, and then it'll just complete the rest of the folder name. And in order to change directory, I used cd, and now we're going to use ls to list everything that is in that folder, so everything that is in lesson one. So in our case, that is only another folder, which is called server. So we're going to change directory cd into server as well. And that's also where I moved my Spigot file, so my Spigot jar file. So we're going to run that file by typing a Java command because the jar is a Java archive, and we want to run the server as a Java applet. So we're going to type Java and then a dash sign xms121024m space dash xmx1024m dash jar, and then we're going to type the file name. I'm just going to type Spigot and then press tab, and it auto completes. And then the final thing we're going to do is no GUI, nog UI, which will indicate that we don't want to have a graphical user interface to our server, and then press enter. Start complaining that this build is outdated. So if you're using the newest version of Spigot or the newest Minecraft version for that matter, then you probably won't get this error, but you can ignore it for now and just let it start up. Okay, and after a while you'll see that it tried to start, but it's failed because it says failed to load properties from file server.properties and then failed to load eula.txt. You need to agree to the EULA in order to run the server. So we're going to do just that. First, let's see what else we got in our server folder by typing ls again, and then we'll see everything that is in the server folder. It's a bit slow. So here we see eula.txt server.properties. The eula.txt is the file that we want to manipulate, and we're going to do that by opening a text editor. Doesn't matter what it is. You can use Notepad if you want, or Notepad++, or Sublime, or whatever. I use Visual Studio Code. Okay, so here we are in Visual Studio Code. I've opened the eula.txt file, and you'll see a bit of information by saying that by setting the below to true, you're indicating your agreement to the end user license agreement, Mojang, blah, 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 etc., etc. And the only thing we need to change here is the false statement into true. And then we save it, and we can close it again. Okay, now let's try to run the server again. Press the up arrow twice, enter, and watch him go. All right, so after a while, in my case 144 and something seconds, you'll get a message saying done, and for help type help, which means that your server is done setting up and it should work. So if we type help now, we'll see a list of commands that you can use to manage your server, and we're gonna use probably a few of them later on, so forget about this for now, and let's go and check out our server. Let's go back to Minecraft, choose the multiplayer mode, add a server. We're going to change that server's name into Python with a Minecraft lesson 1. And the server address will be localhost, because we're running it from our own machine, 255.65. That's the port on which Minecraft runs by default, and our Spigot server should also. And then we're going to press done. We should find in the list and then double click on it, log in, encrypting, join the world. This is exciting. Boom, and there we have it. Our very own Minecraft server, complete with sheep, trees, grass, water. Luckily we spawned on land near a lake. And it all looks pretty peaceful out here. Our very own locally hosted Minecraft server. Good. So that was step 1. And then of course step 2, once you enter a Minecraft server, any Minecraft world for that matter, is getting some wood. So the next thing we need is the Raspberry Juice plugin, which we can get by going to spigotmc.org, looking for the Raspberry Juice plugin. I use version 1.12.1, which is a bit old, but as I said, it does work with the 1.16.1 version of Minecraft. So we're going to download that one, and that will give us another .jar file, which we'll move into the plugin folder in our server. So we need to go back to our server and then first type the stop command. That will stop our Minecraft server. And if we then type ls, we'll see everything that is now in the server folder, which is a lot more than we had a few minutes ago. There's some files here and then a few folders. The folder we're interested in is plugins. So we're going to change directories into that one, cd plugins, enter. And if I list everything that is in plugins, you'll see there's a folder named plugin metrics, which we're not interested in right now, and a file called Raspberry Juice 1.12.1.jar, which is the Raspberry Juice plugin, which I copied after I downloaded it into this folder. So if we go one folder back up, which we do by typing cd space ... we're back in the server, and everything's still there. Let's go up a few until we hit the Java command again, and then we can run our server once more. Okay, so now our server is running again, and we can go to Minecraft to check if everything still works as expected. Let's log in. Awesome. Here we are in our beautiful Minecraft world, and I see day has turned to night, so let's fix that. Slash time set array. Boom. Okay, time to get started with the fun stuff, which is Python. Let's go back to our PowerShell window. We see the server running. Good. We need to open a new PowerShell window. Just right-click PowerShell in the taskbar in Windows and then open a new window. Okay, so we're in a new PowerShell window. We're going to go back to our folder. There we are. And we're going to start to do some cool Python stuff. So first thing that we need to do is actually install the package that we're going to use to let Python interact with Minecraft. And we do that by typing in the following: pip, it's pip install mcpi. So this assumes that you have Python installed on your computer. If you don't, then just Google how to install Python. It's not that difficult. I might put a link in the description, but you should be fine. So once you have Python on your computer, you can type pip install mcpi. Pip is the Python package manager, and it will search the internet for this specific package that we need. So next thing to do is to type Python, which will bring us in the Python terminal. So here we can actually execute Python commands on our computer, which is awesome. So first thing first, we need to import the package that we just installed. So we type import mcpi. So we're actually writing Python code now, just so you know. Just make sure that you are aware of the awesome things that we're doing and are about to do. So import mcpi dot Minecraft, because we want the Minecraft object from the mcpi package as Minecraft, which means we'll be able to use it as a variable, which is called Minecraft, which we will get back to later. Then we want to import another thing, which is mcpi.block as block. So this takes another object from the mcpi package, which is the block object, and imports that as a variable called block. So we'll be able to use that later on as well. Now there's one last bit of setup we need to do, which is to actually connect the thing we're doing here. So connect our Python code to the Minecraft server we have running. And we do that by creating a new variable, which we call mc for Minecraft, which is Minecraft.Minecraft. There's so much Minecraft in this Minecraft.create, which says from the Minecraft object, take the Minecraft object with a capitalized M and create, and then the create function. And we know it's a function because there's two parentheses near the end. The create function will attempt to establish a connection between this terminal and my Python code and the server we're running. Good. The fact that we didn't get any messages hopefully means that we're okay, and we now have a connection between this terminal and our Minecraft server. So let's test that. And we will test that by calling one of the functions that is in the Minecraft package, which is called post to chat. And then we do parentheses open, hello world. You can type any message here, but I'm going for the tried and tested classic. And then we should see in our Minecraft world the text hello world appear as a chat message. Okay, but we can do more interesting things than that with our Minecraft Python connection. So let's do something a bit more interesting. And the first thing I want to do is to find absolute zero, which is to say I want to teleport the player to the coordinates that our Python code thinks are coordinates 0, 0, 0. Because there's a difference between what Python, what the MCPI package regards as 0, 0, 0, and what Minecraft regards as 0, 0, 0 because of reasons. So how we do that is by typing mc.player, because we want to fetch the player object, which is me in this case, and then set pos, which will set the position of the player to coordinates 0, comma 0, comma 0. So that's X, Y, Z, and go. And then we will be somewhere else, which luckily is not very far from where we started. So 0, 0, 0 is the actual spawn point. And I just moved a bit out of the way from that. So that's why I just moved a few blocks into this direction. Okay, but as promised, we were going to get some wood. So what we'll do now is I'm going to move out of the real spawn area a bit and then try to get some wood into Minecraft using Python. Okay, so we're going to use the function called mc.setBlock, and we're going to set a block at coordinates 0, 1, and then I'm going to do -5, so that it's a bit out of the way of the spawn point, and it should set a block floating 1 block above the spawn point, somewhere in midair, and then 5 blocks away from the spawn point in the Z direction. So this is where we're going to use the block object that we imported before. We type block.wood, which specifies which block we're going to put. And there we are. We have a piece of wood right in front of our noses. So here we got some wood using Python. So now we got some wood. Of course, the next thing we need to do is create our shelter for the night. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do that using Python as well. So stay tuned. Bye.